I'm going to go through the list item by item, except for I'm going to do it a little bit differently today. I'm going to see if you guys know it first before I tell you what it is, okay? And then certainly by tomorrow, you guys should know all of the things. First of all, we're going to do the membranes. Now, what should you be writing down as the function of the membranes?
They secrete fluids.
Secrete fluids to reduce friction. That's the full answer. Okay, don't just say secrete fluids or don't just say reduce friction. You gotta say both things. Okay, so this membrane right here, parietal peritoneum. Okay, and then the outermost surface of these, visceral peritoneum. Okay, visceral peritoneum, also known as the serosa. Okay. All right, and then there was a membrane covering this entire thing. We removed it. What was it called?
Greater omentum.
Greater omentum. And that is the way that I would ask that question. Okay? I would ask that question as I probably put a pin right here, and I said, when we first opened a cat, there was a membrane covering this organ. What was it called? Okay? So that's probably how I would do that. All right? So greater omentum here. Then between the liver and the stomach. No, don't go in order. Go by what the membrane is. Between the lesser omentum, remember, lesser curvature of the stomach, so right here. So it's kind of covered in blue on this cat, okay, but this membrane right here is the lesser omentum. Okay, now if we pull down on the liver, falciform ligament. See, this is what's left of the falciform ligament right here. Okay, so I'm not necessarily going in order here. The remnant of this membrane is right here on the urinary bladder. Suspensory ligament was way down here, okay? And then covering all of this, dorsal mesentery, okay? And then all this in here, true mesentery, okay? Or mesentery proper is another term for that, okay? Questions about the membranes? Okay, now the organs. This is very obviously the liver, gallbladder, and I will choose a cat where it's very, very obvious like this. You won't have to hunt for it. Okay, and then this organ right here, stomach. And remember that the stomach has three parts. Okay, the very entrance to the stomach is called the cardiac region or cardia. Okay, and then the dome-shaped part on top, the fundus or fundic region. What's inside the stomach to help with the mixing? Rugae. Okay, and then the end of the stomach, pylorus or pyloric region. Okay, then the beginning of the small intestine, duodenum. Okay, now if I have a pin right here and I said you do not have to be specific, what is the name of this organ? What would you say? Small intestine. If I say be specific, what is the name of this organ? Duodenum of the small intestine. Okay, because duodenum is not the name of an organ. Duodenum is the name of a section of the small intestine. Okay, now if I just have my pin somewhere over here, jejunum. It may not necessarily be the jejunum, but I'm not trying to trick you. Okay, you don't have to measure or anything. If I want the end of the small intestine, I'm going to make sure that I have this laid out like this so you can really tell, hey, this is the large intestine, and I'm going to put my pin right here at the very end, which is the ileum of the small intestine. Okay, and what's this little nub right here called on the large intestine? Cecum. That's the cecum right there, and then this whole thing, the large intestine. Okay, all right. Underneath the stomach right here is this organ right here, the pancreas. But if I ask you to be specific, you would say the transverse lobe of the pancreas. Okay. And then this right here, next to the duodenum, the duodenal lobe of the pancreas. Okay. If I say, don't be specific, what is the name of this organ? And I put the pin right here, you would say? Pancreas. Pancreas. Okay, good. I think you guys are catching on. All right, what about this thing right here? Spleen. How about this? Urinary bladder. And this right here? Kidney. Kidney. This right here? Ureter. This is a cat that had that genetic anomaly. Okay, genetic abnormality where it wraps around the vena cava. Okay. I won't use a cat like that for the practical. And this? Ureter. Okay. And how about this little tube right here? At the end of the urinary bladder is the urethra. Okay. Adrenal glands, remember I took off. Uterine horns, ovaries, and vagina. This cat doesn't have because it's a boy kitty. Okay. But it will have penis, scrotum with 2 testes inside. Okay. And it should have semen tubes right here. Okay, and then the other side, the semen tubes right here. Another word for semen tubes? You guys remember? Vas deferens. Vas deferens. Okay. Any questions about the organs? No? Okay, now, for the muscles, remember, what else do you need to know for the muscles? Origin, insertion, and action, word for word, like it's on the handout that I gave you guys. Okay, word for word. So please remember to start memorizing that. All right, but you need to be able to identify the muscles in order to know what their origins, insertions, and actions are. Okay, so what's this muscle? Rectus abdominis. Okay, and on the inside, transversus abdominis. On the outside here, on the side, external obliques. On the inside, internal obliques. Remember again, origins, insertions, and actions. This dome-shaped muscle on top of the liver, the diaphragm. Okay. Remember that the linea alba is not really a muscle, but it's a white line that we cut down the center of between the 2 rectus abdominis muscles and this V-shaped muscle, xiphi humoralis. Okay? Questions about the muscles? Memorize origins, insertions, and actions. Okay? Okay, now for the blood vessels. We have our abdominal aorta right here, with a bunch of nerves running down it. And then we have our inferior vena cava right here. All right, we have a renal vein, and in here somewhere should be a renal artery. I'm not seeing one. Actually, this is the renal artery. I'm not seeing, oh, that might be the renal vein. Let's see if we can find it on the other side. Yeah, here's the renal vein on the other side, and here is the renal artery. Okay, nice renal vein, nice renal artery. Okay, all right. Cranial mesenteric artery. Remember, I took off the test, but it's in this junk right here. As a matter of fact, you can actually see it right there.